go, GitLab. September 15th is just around the corner, which means here in the US, we are getting ready to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month. What exactly is Hispanic Heritage Month?
And why are we celebrating at GitLab? And what does it start on the 15th? Oh, I'm glad you asked all those questions. We can trace this celebration back to the 1960s.
Los Angeles, California, where the large Hispanic community asked their elected officials to authorize an official week to celebrate their Latin American cultures and traditions. The local celebration grew in popularity. Proposed legislation was submitted, and in 1968, President Lyndon Johnson signed a proposed resolution into law, launching the very first National Hispanic Heritage Week. 20 years later,
a bill was submitted to extend the week to a month, and in 1988, Ronald Reagan signed off on what we now celebrate as Hispanic Heritage Month. When people reference Hispanic, they are grouping based on language, specifically the Spanish language. When you hear the term Latinx, the grouping is based on geography,
specifically that of Latin America, which includes countries that don't speak Spanish, such as Brazil. When it comes to Latin America, depending on who you talk to, you may get a different answer on what countries are included. And by the way, those terms are meant to describe an ethnicity or cultural group, which is different than the term we use to describe a race. All this to say, the Hispanic and Latinx community is incredibly diverse, and the traditional labels available to us are not necessarily the best indication of how we fully identify. Back to the original question, why mid-month as the start date?
September 15th marks the Independence Day of Latin American countries, including Costa Rica,
El Salvador,
Guatemala,
Honduras,
and Nicaragua. Additionally, Mexico, Chile, and Belize also gained independence in September.
The month also includes October 12th, which used to be Columbus Day in the US, was officially recognized as Indigenous Peoples Day in 2021, but is celebrated as Dia de la Raza in several Latin American countries. Which brings us to our celebration here at GitLab. With our core values of diversity and inclusion and belonging, this is a great time to learn something new and celebrate the diversity of our team members. The Latinx TMRG was launched in March 2021 with the intention to promote the advancement, cultural awareness, and professional development of Latinx individuals.
Our TMRG is excited for the opportunity to celebrate together. We hope you join us as we spend the month remembering key historical contributions, learning from some amazing speakers, and finding ways to share all the rich cultural customs that make up the very diverse Hispanic and Latinx community.
With an all remote culture and global workforce, we want to ensure everyone can participate.
We'll be dropping invitations throughout GitLab's many Slack channels and would love to have you join us in ours, Latinx, to hear the conversation and connect with team members. Check out our celebration guide issue linked in this description, where you will have ways for you to participate live and asynchronously. So no matter where you are,
you can join the celebration. Thanks for taking a moment to learn a little bit about our efforts, and we look forward to seeing you around the office. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.